With all the talk of modern day drivers, I honestly think that a mini driver could well transform your golf game. In today's video, we are having a head-to-head battle of the mini drivers. Chris, choose your weapon.
Well, I'll stick to what I know.
Stick to what you know. Right guys, we're going to play a couple of holes here at Waterfront Golf Club. We have to use the mini driver off the tee. This could get tasty. Right guys, I have got the TaylorMade burner mini driver. This is the new one on the market for 2023. I personally think this looks, feels and sounds amazing. And even on a miss hit like that on the first tee, you find the fairway, and I bet that's not too short of where a good one would have been.
I'm going to come in now with the last year's model, or was it the year before, James?
Last year's that one, I think.
Last year, so the 300 mini driver. So I did use this for quite a while until I changed, but I have kept it in for the 3-wood, or when I'm not feeling confident with the driver.
Oh, what a player.
Just under the fairway with the mini driver. That'll do.
So being a mini driver advocate, Chris, how do you feel about the new one with the changeable weights? I love the fact that TaylorMade have introduced movable weights into a mini driver, so you've got heavy and light that can change spin rates and everything else.
I think it's good because, again, sometimes I got a little bit too much spin on this driver, so if we can change it and get it coming out low with a bit more ball speed, it'd be interesting. And over on my channel, I'm going to compare these and see if I can get a little bit more distance out of the latest one.
And I do think it's a really interesting subject, this, because whenever I do a review on a mini driver, it generally does really well. A lot of people want to see it, a lot of people are interested in it, but I've never actually played golf with someone, apart from Chris, who has had a mini driver as a main feature in their bag. I know some people who buy them just for a bit of a keepsake. I know people who buy them as a little bit of a collector's item, but they are a kind of limited run, and they're not cheap to say what they are. So would you recommend most people try them, or?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people might find them a lot easier to hit than a driver. So your mid-handicap or your everyday golfer, good kick of the camera.
Yeah, I booted it then, sorry about
that. Obviously a lot of everyday golfers struggle with a driver, can't find the middle. A little bit of a shorter shaft, as we know, sits a little bit nice behind the ball. What I also find is because it's a smaller head and smaller profile, a lot of people start to swing within themselves because it's harder to hit the middle because it's a smaller head. So it's a great club to try if you're not confident with your driver.
Right guys, and my toey first tee shot has found the fairway. Chris has put 10 or 15 yards on me there, but I must admit, for the strike that I put on that, I'm really happy with that result. Right, I've got about 140 in. Just going to chip a little 7-iron. We're into the wind. Fairway found, so it's done its job on the opening hole. It gives us a chance to hopefully play a shot like that. Be good. Ooh, just on that left side of the green. Right, Chris, how much further up do you think we would be if we'd have hit good normal drivers?
I don't think much, you know, we're not getting much run today. I think mine actually
pitched and start.
Pitched there, so we're not getting much run, so I don't think we would have got that much out of a driver, maybe 5-10 yards extra, but again, if you're off-centered strike with a driver, it's probably going to work out about the same. So if you're somebody who misstrikes them, it could be an option.
Great strike.
It's safe.
You've not took the flag on like I did, but that is flag high.
I've played
Great
safe.
shot.
Safe.
See, I think with a driver, I might have been teetering on the edge of those bushes, because a gear effect with a driver for me with less loft, if I hit that toey hook, it can really start moving left quickly, which I don't want. Cracking divot that.
Cracking divot.
Good effort, sir. My shot just clung on here. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough with the little 7-iron. Chris has a flag high, lovely shot there. And this is where you kind of ask yourself, if I would have hit driver there and hit it good, would I have then had less club in? Could I have hit an 8 or a 9-iron and put it closer to the flag? So I've got a birdie putt instead of trying to get up and down for the par. That's obviously what you need to be thinking if you are doing a proper test. Or chip in for the birdie. Oh.
Chip, pick that up.
In.
Easy.
Chris for his birdie.
Gotta go.
Have the line.
I mean, it was bang in the centre if it got there.
Should have putted with your mini driver, I think.
Okay,
Chris, I will give you that one.
Thank you very much.
Halved in par. Okay, first hole halved in pars. Now, Chris, I'm going to throw a challenge at you here. We're going to spice it up a little bit because I've already done a video on my channel where I compare the mini driver to a standard driver. So on this par 5, you've got the option of hitting both your driver, the Paradigm Triple Diamond, and the mini drive that you put in play all last year, but you have to take the worst shot. Do you think your worst one with the driver could be better than the worst one with your mini driver?
I mean, I have been hitting it well, so I mean, I will take the challenge on.
Okay.
And we'll see, but this is a fairway finder.
And that's the key here. So on a par 5, do you feel like you need the extra distance that a normal driver would give you? Would you have both a driver and mini driver in the bag, or would you sacrifice the driver totally? I think this bloke might be lost because there's no way he's fine. That's an errant shot, that, isn't it?
It's an errant shot, or it's a quick dash.
To where?
For a number 2.
We've all been there, Chris.
Right.
Yeah, not bad. A little bit toey, but it's turning nicely.
A little bit toey. Should be all right. Left.
I think that might be in the rough, you know.
Left rough. Right. Let's
really
switch.
interested to see what happens with the Parrot of Dime now. You see, and that's where I think you with this Paradigm is unbelievable. Because that's massive.
The middle.
And they were both a bit toey, weren't they?
Both a bit toey, yeah. We can see that. Roughly.
Not the best.
Not the best strike, but it's down the middle.
Unfortunately for you, Chris, I think the worst one was the mini driver. I am well aware that test makes absolutely 0 sense at all, by the way. In fact, you had to hit the worst one, but you accepted it, so we'll go with it. See, for me, the fairway just seems wider with this. Like, I just stand there and just feel like I'm making okay movement and it goes where I want it to go.
You certainly do feel like you can just swing smoother, or you have to.
Yeah, let's see if we can get on 2 with this bad boy. As you can see, Chris's Paradigm drive is bang in the middle of the fairway, almost on the centre line. Mini drive is just a little bit left and a little bit shorter.
Yeah, both miss hits, and what you'd expect is what, 10, 15 yards in it, which is what you maybe would expect.
There is a ball up there though.
There is a ball. I think there you go. Again, yours wasn't perfectly strung,
no,
was
it wasn't.
And that's in line with a miss hit driver, so you can see, again, because the face is a little bit smaller, is that helping us out? But I mean, I'm going to give this a go. It's a reasonable lie, and I have used this off the ground quite a bit, so let's see what we can do.
Nice, just stay there. Stay, land soft. Yeah, it does, that's all right. Be flag high-ish, I would think.
Flying car, easy to pick up, didn't get quite as much launch, but again, it is set on a lower setting, so this is down at 11.5.
Yeah, both of them are 13.5, playing 11.5 lower. Interestingly enough, would you replace a 3-wood with that? You don't carry 3-wood anyway, do you?
No, I don't carry a 3-wood, so maybe this is something that I'd loft up to its normal off 13.5. It's good off the tee, especially on a few holes here. There's always short par 4s where you think, oh, it might be easier to get away with that than a driver. Right,
let's see if I can attack this par 5. Right. I'm also going to go with the mini driver into. I'm just going to try and play a bit of a fade. Chris's was turning over again. If I can get it fading and get it launching a bit higher, we're in the semi-rough, so it's not sat perfect. Like that, it's fading a bit too much though. That is the issue when you try and do this, you know, rather than having a 3-wood in the bag. There isn't a lot of forgiveness off the deck. Right, not the best shot there with the mini driver. I've shortchanged myself a bit.
Pin high though.
Pin high, but I think I'd rather be in the bunker here realistically. Ball well above my feet as well. I've played that so good. Really couldn't have done much better there.
Couldn't play it much better. Fantastic shot. I'm going to look for mine over here. Not bad out of there, out of the semi-rough, so let's see if I can get up and down. It's a tough putt for you, so...
Tough putt uphill?
Just playing mind games.
I mean, they are all tough putts realistically. That one's lovely though.
Run out.
Just inside mine. Yours was a much easier chip though.
Yeah, tough putt.
Right, I'm actually not sure if it is on me, Chris, but I'll go, because mine's a tough putt as you said. Par 5, 1 hole left. This is for birdie, after hitting the mini driver twice.
told you.
That was probably the worst stroke I've ever had in my life.
Tough putt, got to you there.
I'd like to blame something off the face, but...
It's all mind games in this kind of match play. Oh, that was a mind game.
Full lap? Oh dear.
This for one up.
Oh, he's not hit it.
Laid it up again.
Took a little bit of a hop skip.
The worst thing is the greenkeeper told me they're not the quickest this morning because of the growth.
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
On to the last. Right, Christopher, final hole before you go over to your channel and test them both on the simulator.
Yeah.
Would you like to swap for the hole or not? If I gave you the opportunity now to trade in...
I do want to see what it's like.
Okay, oh,
right.
right.
So I will, this one's had a good innings. Oh, sorry.
Nice wet grip on mine now, wonderful. I know your game, son.
Mind games, just like that putt on the last, it's all about mind games.
We have left our golf bags right in the middle of the fairway here as well, so ideally we don't miss the fairway.
See, I do like the black face on this. I always wanted the black face on that one because again, it just looks a little bit nicer behind the ball, to be honest. I did have the old bubble shaft 7 wood like this, so I think I've got it actually. We'll bring it back.
Not your best.
Certainly launch tyre.
It's okay, but it's nowhere near as good as the ball flight you were getting with the 300 series.
New is not always better, some might say, James. After one shot. It's a one-shot review right there. Hopefully it's better over on my channel.
One-shot review. What I've done is I left my hips wide open, the handle open, and then it's gone right, so it's a terrible golf club.
But as an everyday golfer, it's a terrible golf club.
Right. This does bring back good memories, this. I do like this. I like the carbon on top.
Yeah, it looks fantastic on the top. Great shot.
Feels totally different. I have said this on my channel before, just a totally different sound and feel, which I quite prefer the newer one, the burner. Let's get down there. This could be Advantage Robinson. Right, not on the fairway this time for Chris.
No run there either. Did launch obviously a lot higher, and like James said, a totally different feel off the face.
Funny how I prefer that feel and you don't.
I prefer the old feel.
7 wood. Nice. That is lovely.
So,
tell you what, Chris, mini driver, 7 wood. You're a man of the people.
throwing back the years.
The everyday golfer.
Wait till I get the old 7 wood bubble shaft out. Coming soon.
Right, I am up in the fairway, probably about 180.
Yep.
I'm going to hit a chippy 4 iron because I haven't got a 5 iron and we're into a bit of wind. Are we placing still or not?
We are, so you can give it a quick
Just
spring
a little bit of
clean.
mud on it, that's all.
I'm just off the left side of the green, so on the green here, Advantage James again.
Ball above feet, should move to the left.
Holding it up on that.
Exactly the same as yours.
Social.
Just started left, didn't it? Didn't fade back. So we have a virgin green. I'm just on the fringe there. Chris a little bit wider. You were probably 20-30 yards further back, so acceptable or to be expected.
Well, I've just got to chip over your ball. Perfect line.
Great shot.
Go.
Slowed up again. Great shot though.
I will learn.
No, they're a little bit. We've not got the pace of them today, have we? So I'm going to try and take out the speed element and just go for it, to be honest.
Go for it. Chip in to win. He's gone for it. Well, it's a solid 4.
Short game's been on fire today, actually.
It has been pretty good.
Interesting that we've missed, well, 2 greens in regulation. Obviously the par 5 was a little bit easier because it was a chip shot, but would you miss 2 greens in regulation out of 3 if you're using a proper driver? That's something you have to ask yourself. Is being 10-15 yards further back, albeit in the fairway, harming you? Or have we just hit poor shots in the green? I think that's probably what it is. Sorry, was that 7 wood hooking into the trees a good one?
Just a soft draw.
This is to not lose, Christopher. Oh, sports fans, you've seen it here first. battle of the mini drivers results in Robinson getting what could be his first win of the year actually. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Smash that subscribe button. See you all at the same time tomorrow. Check out Chris's channel, The Everyday Golfer, for his comparison of what he might have in the bag moving forward. Goodbye.